Hey guys, welcome back to the JPM Performance Channel. It is, of course, once again time for a shop tour. Here we are, August 22nd, working our way through the summer. We have had a strangely cool summer. I don't know, it's kind of weird. We had some heat in June, but ever since then, I mean, we've been getting rain in July and August. It's a little bit of a cooler summer. It's kind of weird. Makes me wonder if this winter might be pretty nasty. We'll see what happens. So this is going to seem like a little bit of deja vu because this you-know-what Ford 8.8 differential is still on my bench. So if you watched last week's shop tour, I think I probably had it sitting over in the press or something, trying to get the pinion out. I couldn't get it out. I would have had to cut that diff in half. So what we've got here is a completely new donor. And I got this from a local salvage place and it fell right apart. All good. So I have actually moved it off the bench while I was working on an engine, and now I'm putting it back on the bench. So you can see I've got the ring gear on, the limited slip, got the pinion just going in now. I'm getting ready to torque the nut down and crush the sleeve in. So we're looking good on this, finally. So we have Mark Weber's car back in the shop. That is because the engine that I was talking about over there is now in the shop, is now in here. So brand new engine. Hoping that I get the new valve cover. I sent one off as soon as we took this apart to get powder coated. But I've kind of got my doubts that it's going to make it. But we're looking good. So you can see the engine is sitting in the car. Actually have a bunch of differentials to do. I was waiting on a bearing for this one. But then I've got, of course, a bunch more differentials to do on this pallet over here. So you can see that the Camaro's gone, right? Boy, it always gives me a lot more room in here when it's not here. So he's off to High Plains today. I think he's doing a private test day tomorrow with an instructor out there. So what that means is I've got a lot more room. So we've got tires. So runoffs tires. Let me tell you guys something that I always do runoffs tires wise. And this is no slam against getting your tires mounted at the track. I'm too OCD for that. So I like to do everything here at the shop. I mount all my runoffs tires, all my every weekend tires here at the shop. I get them shipped in, that's the way I do it. These are actually Cliff Iris here, and I've been working on Ken's pile here. So when I get a chance, just a little bit here and there. So these are all old tires. We've got some new tires stacked over here. I've gotten a couple of them done. We've got some decent tires for our test day. And the car is up in the air so that I have some room back here by the tire machine. That's the only reason why it's up in the air. We're looking really good on the car. So you can see that the nose is not here. It's because I decided that I'm sick and tired of doing body work and I'm not doing it anymore. I actually found a new body guy who's super close, super local, and I took it over there and talked to him and he's like, no problem, I'll have it back to you in a week. So I expect to see that really soon. And in our box right here, we've got our orange wrap. So we are looking good for John to wrap the nose once we get that done. Okay, Mazda 2 update. One of the things that's kind of grated on me about this car since I bought it is how the front fenders were kind of wrinkly and just didn't look all that good. So what I did here, guys, was I went and bought some painted black, gloss black aluminum, and I made a little bit of a cut to get rid of some of the ripples. You can see I actually have a little ripple in this one from where I screwed it up myself. So, hey, it happens. The next one on the other side will be much better. So you can see I got it all cut out, ready to go. Made myself a little template. So if someone decides to, make a bad move on me, I can replace just my little flares. So tiny little flares. You can also see that the engine and the transmission is sitting in the car. So got everything completed. Now it's just lax finishing, right? So I got to get everything in. She's looking good. It's so easy to work on this car because I can take the nose off of it. I mean, this is going to be, I can just lay my wiring out here and get this all trimmed up before I put the nose back on the car. I really dig how this whole system is working out. So can't wait to get it running, get it on the dyno, get it broken in, and see how we're going. So as far as onto the bench, remember what we talked about? Time to re-gear a transmission. So yes, this will just be the spare, but I'm going to change the ring and pinion ratio. It's got the right gears in it that I like, first through fifth, but not the final drive. So if I end up having to pull that transmission out, I want a good spare that's going to work, not give me trouble, and be identical. So that's kind of what we're working on here. So I finished up Mark's engine. That means I've got Ken's spare engine to go, and then David Bednar sent me his motor. I got it last week. You guys didn't get to see it, but it's all apart. It's looking good. We should have everything back from the machine shop for it probably next week. And then I've got a whole slew of guys coming in September for pre-runoffs prep. Setup, corner weights, alignments, dynos, new engine installs, ding, 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 ding. And we are exactly 5 weeks away from heading out to Elkhart Lake. 5 weeks is going to go like that. Hope you guys have your cars ready for the runoffs. Really looking forward to it this year, although I did get some bad news. I got a text from Chris Shaftsma that he's not going to make the runoffs this year. But I want to give him a quick little shout out, because the reason that he's not going to make it to the runoffs is because he is a good father, and his youngest son is playing varsity football. He's in his senior year of high school, and they have a game that Friday night, and he's not going to miss that. Kudos to you, Chris. We're going to miss you at the runoffs, of course, but you know what, guys? There's always more racing. There's always more runoffs. So we'll see how things shake out. This is going to be an interesting runoffs for me, especially with him not being there. So I'm expecting Chuck Mathis to step up, probably as the lead VW Mafia guy. And of course, the wildest card of all wild cards, Mr. Steve Sargis, will be there in his Spitfire, and you just never know what he's going to bring to the table. So we're going to put forth our best efforts, and we'll see what happens. So, FYI, no shop tour next week. My guy behind the camera is not going to be here. He's busy. We don't do shop tours every single week. I know you probably think that we do, but we miss a few as the years go on. So check back in a couple weeks, and we should have a lot more action happening, going on. Give you a quick pre-runoffs update at that time. Appreciate you watching, guys. Have a good rest of your week. I'll see you in 2 weeks. Take care.